Start by using the Xing method to find the exact center of the page. Then mark that center spot. Then on each side, also mark the halfway point and draw a line through those 3 points. The 2 points on the side will be your vanishing points left and right. Then mark the middle and draw a line right through the middle of the paper. And then draw up on that a 2-inch line. And on this side, you're going to draw a 2-inch square. To start, make sure that it's a perfect 90-degree angle. Now connect that bottom of that straight line and the top of it to vanishing point left. And then do the same thing on the other side to vanishing point right. Remember, you're connecting that center line. You'll do the same thing on the top of the piece of paper in a few minutes. Now I want you to take your compass and measure from that bottom of that line to the top corner of that box and draw, like, just swing it down. Now you will connect from that where it connected on the bottom of the paper to the vanishing point left, and that gives you an intersection point. At that intersection point, you're going to draw a line straight up, and that becomes the first side of the first box. Then draw, and make sure that this is totally straight when you do this. Draw a line over to the other side. This should make them equal, but I would still go and measure to make sure that they are, because they need to be perfectly even, because this is creating a perfect 45-degree cube. There's a lot of things that you do in this drawing to just double check and make sure that everything is very accurate, and drawing these lines across are one of those things. Now I can finish the cube by bringing this line up to vanishing point right and this to vanishing point left. Everything should cross on that center line. So right now I'm doing Xing method to find the center so that I can draw a line straight through to the central vanishing point. So I'm going to also mark and find the center this way, and then through those 3, connect those 3 dots so that I know for sure that it's the center of this cube. Through that center line to the top corner, you draw a line that intersects that center point. Then draw a line straight up to draw the second cube. Make sure it's totally straight. Now I do the same thing on the other side. Through that little point I just made, I draw a line from the corner through that to that bottom line, and then draw a line straight up. And that gives me the edge of the second cube on that side. And then if I draw a line straight from that corner to that corner through that middle point, it should all be even. And then I can connect it to vanishing point right. Remember that these should connect and create like almost like a point right on that center line. Then again, I drew a little point. I'm going to go from the corner through that intersection point to that bottom line, and then draw a line straight up. And then I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to continue to keep drawing and making sure that everything connects perfectly at on that center line. And I did that on this side, and always keep checking to make sure that those are lining up perfectly. See how it's even right now. Now connect to vanishing point right. And vanishing point left. Make sure that it keeps connecting at that center line. And then keep finishing the sides. You can do as many rows as you want, but I'd like you to at least have 5 rows of cubes, because you're going to have a top and the bottom, and eventually this can be really good for connecting both the top and the bottom, and I'm going to show you how to do that at a later time. Now just continue this bottom and finish that up. Once I have 5 on each side, and I can flip it over and do the same thing to the top. So we have this checkerboard of boxes on both the top and the bottom. Remember, they all need to line up on that so that it comes to this like point and that you see them in a row going back. So now flip it over and draw your square on this side, which is at 2 inches, and up to your vanishing points. Use the compass and then find where that line intersects and going straight up. Now notice when I'm connecting these, I'm also double checking to make sure that they're lining up with the top grid. So I'm doing exactly everything that I did before, but I'm also going and double checking, making sure it's lining up, because everything should line up perfectly if it's done accurately. I just go through and finish this. So again, from that corner through that center point, connected to the right vanishing point, to the left vanishing point, making sure they're coming to a point on that center line,